What's going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. More Paris sticker discussion today. Today's going to be a little bit of a different video. We're going to probably talk about a couple of different things, kind of just be like an overall stream of consciousness. But mainly, I have one topic and one kind of point that I thought about recently. Maybe I saw this from like another YouTuber or another thing on Twitter or something, but I think it's a pretty interesting idea. And I wanted to discuss what if we've all been wrong in our thinking so far with all of the Paris stuff. Now, one thing that I've talked a lot about and a lot of other people have talked about on YouTube, Discord, Twitter, all over the place, or X, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what people have been zeeting about or whatever stupid stuff they're calling it now. Is the fact that ROIs for Paris capsules have been really outrageous. I know there's been some guys like Jesus and stuff saying that typically, ROIs for any kind of capsule cases is usually about 60% is the threshold that they don't really ever get past, because if things end up being more than 60% profitable, then, people start opening up so many of them until eventually the profitability goes down because, the market gets flooded and this and that and whatever. And part of that probably should be happening with Paris, but for whatever reason, people aren't opening up enough to keep up with the demand. The good stickers, the expensive stickers, the popular stickers are expensive enough to be keeping up with the demand at this point. Obviously, we know that a ton of people are kind of hoarding them off and putting them into storage units and saving them for the future and whatever, because historically we've seen very, very good returns. Again, I still have the spreadsheet showing that from the end of the Stockholm sale, what we saw, it looks like an average of like 20 to 30 X returns at the peak, and even to today, the average Stockholm sticker at the end of the Stockholm sale has seen, 13, 14 X returns, something crazy like that. Obviously, Antwerp, from the end of the Antwerp sale to today, the average Antwerp sticker has seen 101 divided by 24, like 4 X returns or something like that. And, so with good reason, people are holding on to these things, people are hoarding them off. There's not enough on the market to, meet the demand of people overall. And what I've been saying is, hey, since these ROIs are so big, and other people have been saying this too, since these ROIs are so high, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that right now buying a contender sticker capsule on Buff, this is on Buff 163. We can check Buff. I don't have access to Buff 163, but we can check on Buff Market and see that, hey, the reference price for a contender's capsule is about 22 cents. So if you're buying contenders capsules for 22 cents on Buff 163, you're opening them up, you're selling the stuff back on Buff 163, on average, you're going to be profiting. You're going to be making about 11% return on your investment. And that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense you can open up a capsule and expect to be profitable. Even if we look at, the Steam prices for this stuff, we'll see that they're not profitable, but they're pretty damn close to it, 96, 95, 92. And still, these are major outliers when you start to look at the other items that are mostly in like the 70s, the 60s, the 50s, stuff like that. It doesn't make a lot of sense. So, again, the main point that I've been making in videos is that, hey, these stickers are overpriced, they're overrated, they need to come down. People should be opening up a ton of these. We should expect prices to fall. And that just made a lot of sense. I mean, that is some overall pretty logical thinking. That's why I've been saying it. That's why other people have been saying it. That's why when I say it, it's gotten, overall pretty positive feedback and positive reception, because that's not a very high-level thinking way of going about it. I mean, it's just very, very sound logically. But what about the other possibility? What about the other option? Again, as we've seen from the end of the Stockholm sale to today, they've seen 14, 13x returns, whatever. And then in Antwerp, people saw, hey, Stockholm had awesome returns. So Antwerp prices were going to be a little bit higher during the sale. Prices didn't get as low. The stickers were a little bit higher because they're pricing in some of those future gains. We're pricing in some of that, going up in the future. Because yes, in theory, the capsule sale does bring prices down. It makes capsules cheaper. It makes people buy more capsules. It makes people open more capsules. It floods the market. There's an infinite supply, all these things, and it brings the sticker prices down with it as all those factors happen. But still in the back of our minds, we know, hey, this happened in Stockholm and we saw 14x returns. So we want to get in on some of those 14x returns. So we're going to be buying up stickers very, very quickly. And that's, again, why we saw Antwerp prices higher. That's why we saw Antwerp returns lower. And now in Paris, this is the third time we're going about this. And we saw that, hey, in Stockholm, people made a ton of money. We saw in Antwerp, people made a ton of money, even when things maybe were a little bit higher priced and things were a little bit more overrated, things were a little bit more overbought. And we're seeing that phenomenon for the third time now in Paris. Now, eventually, hey, it's very, very possible this thing is going to be milked to death. There's not going to be any gains to be had or whatever. Maybe we're there, maybe we're not. But this is just another instance of those people getting ahead of those gains, saying, hey, I saw those 14x returns with Stockholm. I saw the 4x returns with Antwerp. I would love some 4x returns. I would love 3x, 2x, any kind of returns. So I'm going to be buying up more stickers. I'm going to get ahead of this. Yes, theoretically, the prices should be going down right now. But if so many investors and so many people are buying up and holding on to these things, prices are going to stay high. That's definitely what we've seen. But the alternative is, if there is this demand and if there are people wanting to buy these up and everything, yes, the sticker prices could go down to lower the ROI, or the capsules could go up. These capsules could actually end up being very, very valuable if there is so much demand and so many people want to be buying and holding, or buying and crafting, or buying and owning, or whatever, the stickers inside these capsules. That could make the capsules more valuable. And obviously right now we can't have the prices of the capsules increase because these capsules are artificially set at 25 cents. Now, if Valve wasn't setting these at 25 cents right now, I do think that these would be priced higher. Obviously, that's what conventional wisdom tells us. To get these ROI to a normal level, we either need sticker prices to come down or we need capsule prices to go up. And that's where, the supply and demand of the market and the economies is going to meet up. But when we have that artificial influence of the, ghost or magical hand or whatever of Valve bringing the capsule prices down to 25 cents, that's where we see things going a little bit crazy. Now, it's possible that stickers are overrated, overpriced, overhyped, they're in a bubble. It's possible, but I don't necessarily think so, because we see the prices right now. The prices are still lower than we saw at like the Antwerp peaks or the Stockholm peaks or whatever. So there is still room for these stickers to go up and have some at least decent to pretty good gains still. And I just think that's how the market's going to logically work. As you've seen people make money over time, the crowd eventually is going to try and get ahead of those gains. And obviously that's going to lower the gains and make it less profitable for everybody involved. But it wouldn't make sense for prices to just keep being the same low. People keep having 14x returns because why would people be sitting out on the sidelines when there's the possibility for 14x returns or 4x returns or whatever? So that doesn't make sense. But what could definitely happen is the capsules could just be undervalued. The capsules could just be underrated right now. They could be underpriced. And once the sale ends, we could see capsules shooting up a little bit, because I think that capsules, going to like a 60 or 70% ROI or something like that would mean capsules seeing like a 40 to 50% jump in price, meaning we would end up with like 30, 35, 37, 40 cent capsules or something like that. And I don't think that's totally unreasonable. That would also bring the ROI down. That would make capsules a little bit more expensive. It would probably bring things in line with the demand a little bit. So and I've been maybe a culprit of this too. And I do think it's the easier way of thinking to say, hey, stickers are overpriced right now. They're overrated. We're in a bubble. They're overhyped. People are going too crazy for stickers. But the other factor might just be, hey, capsules might be a little bit undervalued. Capsules might be a little bit underrated. And that's going to be great for people who are investing in capsules. We do see a nice little jump for them. But just understand that there is two lines of thinking here. There is multiple possibilities. Yes, we can look at charts and look at data and look at numbers and analyze all these things. But there's always more than one way to interpret this data. And there's never a correct answer. No one really knows what's going to happen. No one really knows why necessarily what has happened, why that's happened. There's theories and there's ideas and there's opinions, but it could definitely be the case that we are going to see a nice little jump in capsule prices once this whole thing shakes out, because yes, it's possible we could still see that crash in stickers, but the sticker demand still seems like it's been really, really high. It seems like it's holding up pretty well, and I do think eventually we're going to see nice gains in the stickers still, and I just think at the end of the day we're going to see capsules potentially outperform them, potentially see a nice little run with them. But then again, you have to worry about obviously capsules having some insane types of volumes and supplies and all that stuff too. So at the end of the day, who the heck knows what's going to happen? But I just wanted to at least present this alternative possibility to you guys that we could, instead of seeing the sticker prices fall, we could see the capsule prices rising, which could make these ROIs make a little bit more sense and could make things fall in line. So I don't know. I've been loading up on capsules. I have a lot of capsules. I'm going to have a lot of stickers as well. I'm investing thousands of dollars in both capsules and stickers. I'm ready to go for all these different situations and scenarios. I overall just think Paris is a great investment. If capsules go up, great. If stickers go up, great. If none of this goes up, whatever. We're going to figure things out. But there is another possible solution here that I haven't talked about enough, and I don't think I've seen talked about enough. And I just wanted to have this quick little discussion with you guys. But that's pretty much it for this video today. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.